When I heard those words, "You have breast cancer," your world just kind of stops. You think to yourself, am I going to be okay? What's going to happen to me? You have to face your mortality. When you're younger, you think you're invincible and that, nothing's going to happen to you. That reality was completely shattered after you hear those words, "You have breast cancer."
I felt a lump and I went to the doctor and it was breast cancer. Very, very hard moment to take in. The world stops at that time because you're just in shock.
Imagine you or a loved one has just been diagnosed with breast cancer, and in a single moment, things change. There's a flood of information, appointments, procedures, decisions, and a question that often echoes in people's minds. Now what?
And then all the emotions start coming through. Why me? Why did this happen to me? What am I gonna do? I have a young little girl at home. It was very, very tough because at that time, my husband could not come to any appointments with me. I had an 8-hour surgery. My husband was not able to be there. I felt very isolated. My friends and family were there for me, but I didn't have somebody that I could bounce something off of. It was tough.
When I had the voicemail from my actual doctor, I knew that it was not going to be good news. So I actually was at work and had gone home to take that call because I just didn't want to be in the work environment if the news was bad. It was the news that I was exactly expecting. And once you hear those words, it's like there's now a pre-cancer part of your life and a post-cancer part of your life. And you feel like, I don't know if I will be the same person again after hearing those words because of how much it really changes so many different parts of your life.
Beyond the physical impact, breast cancer exacts a heavy emotional toll. It can steal confidence, strain intimacy, and leave a person feeling lost. The isolation that follows, the feeling of being alone even when surrounded by caring family or well-meaning friends, can be a devastating reality.
Family and friends, great to have their support, but at the same time, they just didn't quite get it. And there were times when I felt like I was burdening them by bringing up certain things that I was going through, and I just, I didn't feel comfortable talking to them about it.
For many people impacted by breast cancer, that's when they need one-to-one emotional support.
I like to just listen. They tell me how they're actually feeling, the bad, the ugly, the scary, the crying, the emotional. And they always say, thank you so much for just listening to my thoughts of how I am going through this. I didn't have that when I was going through my experience. And it was hard, it was very tough. So I knew that that is what I wanted to do after my diagnosis. I wanted to help women get through their diagnosis, no matter what.
I didn't feel like I had to put on like a strong facade. And I finally felt like I could actually talk to somebody and I didn't have to pretend that I was okay. And somebody was there to say, I've been there, I know what you're going through, I understand, I'm here to support you. And that just meant the absolute world to me.
Emotional support is about being heard and understood by someone who really gets it. It's about providing space and meeting people where they are in that moment.
Decades of research shows that people who use peer-to-peer support services like ABCDs experience improved mental health, less distress. They are more resilient because they are being heard. They are able to connect with someone who truly understands what they are going through. And that has positive results for both the person providing support or ABCD mentors and also for people who are receiving it, ABCD participants. They're good for the person giving and good for the person receiving.
Whether you're newly diagnosed, in treatment, at high risk, or living with metastatic breast cancer, getting personalized emotional support is critical. If breast cancer happens, having someone who gets it can help you feel less alone. ABCD, After Breast Cancer Diagnosis, is a fully virtual peer-to-peer support organization founded by Melody Wilson Oldenburg in 1999, a broadcast journalist who spent her life telling stories. But when she was diagnosed with breast cancer, she found herself in a story no one was telling. She experienced a gap in personalized emotional support, and she refused to let others face it alone too.
Our ABCD mentors are the heart of everything we do. It's not just finding a person who's had breast cancer, it's about finding the right person who's had breast cancer. Our matches are made based on specific diagnosis and specific stage and age in life. So is the person calling us a vegan? Are they recently retired? Did they just get divorced? Do they have young children at home? All those elements of a person's life are taken into account by our match specialist to make sure that when we make a connection, it's with someone who really understands what that person they're supporting is going through. And that makes all the difference.
This isn't just a conversation, it's a connection. A support system built on trust, experiences, and a shared understanding of what it means to live with breast cancer. Nurses, surgeons, and oncologists across the country refer their patients to ABCD because they know that the treatment goes beyond medical care. Emotional support matters, and ABCD makes sure that it's there.
The value of that support is life-changing. It's tremendous. I feel like it cannot be overstated. Your doctors often are so concentrated on your physical recovery that they overlook the emotional and mental impact of having breast cancer. So there's essentially a gap in care there. And ABCD is there to fill that gap.
Being a mentor for ABCD has really given me and others hope. And by being compassionate about what we do as a mentor, my participants come out more confident and hopeful with their diagnosis.
No one should go through breast cancer alone. Free, virtual, for anyone, anywhere, at any stage. To find out more, visit abcdbreastcancersupport.org.